What is up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be reviewing some maps on the Brawlcraft Discord server. So we're going to be going through a few submissions that I find interesting. So basically I'm gonna explain some more information when I get into the Brawlcraft Discord. So yeah, let's hop right into the video. So basically I'm just gonna review some maps here. I'm gonna skip through a lot of submissions that are just really bad because, a lot of submissions they tend to be either incomplete, unfinished, the layout is bad, or just, it's one tile spammy gap, and this isn't that interesting. So, just if I just go over, every single submission, I'm not gonna really go through all of them. Like you can see, some of these submissions are really bad, like this one, yeah, so basically I'm just gonna go through a few submissions. This video might be really long, so prepare for some good maps, and let's hop right into the submissions. Just want to clear out that a few submissions might be really good, and I'm gonna check them out, or if they're just funny to look at, I'm gonna do that too. And yeah, so first of all, by Silver's 5k, postally hasted, and it's post haste but in Brawl Ball. There's a bush missing right there, but it's kind of funny to look at. Let's just hop right into the next submission. I skipped through a little bit of submissions here, but this one by Dumpling caught my eye. So basically, Crescent Valley. It's a lot of moons, but the moons are shaped really well, and I just really love the pattern in general. The only thing that could be improved in my eyes is the center. Just remove those boxes in the center. It just promotes a health race. A quote from Cloudy right there. Um, and yeah, so you know, the map is fantastic. I really like the concept of having moon shaped objects, but yeah, let's hop right into the next submission. This one by L Sparky Primo, and then there's some Chinese characters. Sprouting sandwiches edited, change some fence into rope fence. Okay, so I'm pretty sure he modified this map later on, but this map looks really cool. It's generic, but it's not symmetrical. It's not no yeah, it's not symmetrical. Kind of confusion right there, but it's not symmetrical, which is a part of the map I like, because it has a different playstyle on each part of the map. So right here you can see the center, you can see the borders, they're all different. And yeah, I just like the map in general. It's just very unique, and it covers a lot of main aspects in map making. And yeah, let's hop right into the next map. But I just wanted to interrupt this video because I'm just going to go over this submission in particular because it covers a lot of things that you do not want in the map make. Basically, jump pads, horrible jump pad placements, like I like this jump pad won't even land in the center. It will just land, you know, somewhat near the center, in the outer ring. And do not place blocks inside water. It just feels horrible. And yeah, so also don't place a 2x2 mid in the center. It just promotes a health race. And yeah, basically the center it's really copied, but I won't say it's copied because this map's layout it's kind of not good in general, and let's just go into the next map, I guess. Okay, next map by Luckexer, Cross and Circles. I really like the map's concept. It's kind of like tic-tac-toe. It reminds me a lot of tic-tac-toe, you know, X and O's and all of that, but it's just has a really good aesthetic map, but I'm not really sure about the gameplay, but it looks really good aesthetically. It it looks like tic-tac-toe, but yeah, let's move on to the next map, I guess. Okay, guys, this map, Rush Wars. I mean, it was the map behind what was it? Yeah, tic tac toe map. It was the map after tic tac toe map and Rush Wars. Okay, does it actually look like Rush Wars, or is it just like you know? I mean, the name is funny, but I don't know if this you can call it Rush Wars, and they're it's not gonna make it in, but it's just funny to have a map called Rush Wars being submitted, and yeah, so let's move on. Okay, let's talk about this map by what Proti Brawlmaker. Map name, I can't read this. Pretty sure it's Russian. Creator Demiprodi Profi, not Prodi. So basically this is a map that you do not want to make at all. Basically in the middle it's just two rushed. It's not a great mid. The center it's too enclosed. It just promotes a big health race, and the sides, I mean, it's not, sides are not that bad, but they can be improved, and yeah, so this map's middle is a big no-no, and yeah, let's just I guess let's move on to some other things that you don't want to do on the map. Okay, this map by Derp Stars, swiped game map link. Okay, whatever. And this map you do not want to copy other maps in the game. This map just reminds me really of Eye of the Storm, and there's some one tile gaps. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, don't steal ideas from others, guys, because this really reminds me of Eye of the Storm. The big blocks, the big bush chunks, and the spawns aren't even equal. Like, it's not a great map, and it's just too spammy. You got some random cacti around, and got some random crates and barrels lying around, and yeah, it's just not good, so it's not worth it. Also, another map that you do not want to submit is this. First of all, this map, it's really good in friendly games, I can agree on that, but it's just not viable for competitive play, because there's some sites that are more suited towards people than others, and yeah, it's the map concept. It's really good. It's really unique, but it just doesn't suit in competitive gameplay, and yeah. And also, before we move on to the next map, I just wanted to add that Cloudy, the map creator of a few maps, he does these map reviews every day for the new maps that are added in Showdown submissions. I mean, he'll just look at it, probably the same way as me. He did this before me, but I just wanted to promote this, and yeah, so basically what he does is that he skips through a lot of bad maps, as I just explained, a few bad maps like these, and he does these, I'd say to give it an EST time, I would say it does this around 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. It starts at 8 or between 8 and 9 a.m. It starts. He will just stream and for some maps, and he'll just cover a lot of them at once. Just skip. He'll highlight the great ones, and he'll also highlight some bad ones, like I just did, and we'll just skip through a lot of submissions then, because right now I just covered a lot of bad submissions, so bad examples that you do not want to copy, and yeah, let's move on to the highlights. So this map, you Cavern Churn 2. As I said, you do not want to copy maps that are in game. It's just not interesting at all, and I'm pretty sure that this is a joke map. But if this is like a serious map, like, trust me, this won't even get it in. Like, it's just a rip off of the original map. It's, I don't know what to explain it like. It's just, we already have Cavern Churn in game, but this is what they think about Cavern Churn. Like, it's not gonna make it in. Come on. Okay, finally we found a serious map for once by Fern Squared Dungeon. First of all, as you can see, the middle, it's a really, it's really straightforward mid, but the walls, they can't be shooted across, but so the mid, it's not as frustrating as the other mids. I mean, you can probably see right here the fences and the water, and pretty much the map has a really good pattern, which is why I love this map. And also the jump pads, they aren't as suicidal, so means that you'll just die if you take the jump pad. Someone will camp. It's not as suicidal. I mean, someone may camp right here, but most people won't probably camp right here. They'll probably camp towards the center right here. And yeah, the map, it's just has a great layout. First map that I've found great after a tons of submissions, and let's just move on to the next map. This one by Grimlock. I really like the concept that Grimlock grill marks. I really like the concept where it's the middle and you have some diagonal patterns. I mean, here you got some diagonal patterns. And overall, the map just feels playable to me. Like, it's somewhat long range, but you can also dominate as short range ballers, and that's what I really liked about this map. It has a unique pattern, and it's just straightforward. Like, it's not like too messy. I mean, you can of course remove the cacti, but apart from that, it's really a great map. And also, another map that you do not want to make is this kind of map, Island Escape by Marshmallows. I mean, pretty cool design, to be honest. Jump pads jump into one another, but the thing is that people can bush camp really easily, and these type of maps, it's somewhat worth it to make, but it's just not gonna qualify. It promotes a lot of bush camping, not bush camping, but a lot of ambushing, and people are just gonna kill you when you just jump on the jump pad. So yeah, these types of maps are not recommended, and if you work on one, just move on to another map, because these kinds of maps are not gonna make it in the qualifiers. This one by Veer and Dice, map Distinct Lands. I really love this map concept because it's it's somewhat enclosed, but it's also open. There's like a lot of good areas you can go through, and the center, it's not the best center, but you can it just motivates you to destroy the center. But this map can be improved, but I just like the overall layout. Like there's some block structures that are unique, and yeah, so if the creator can just change the center a bit, that would help. But otherwise, it's a great map. I love the block structures, and let's move on to the next map. Okay, so this one by Rafim one something something, probably in Japanese. Map name loaded Badlands. There's already a name there's already a Badlands name that has been taken in the game, Barren Badlands by Owen Reds. Another Showdown map, but I really do like this map because first of all the layout, it's very unique, and there's some the spawns are actually somewhat equal, but there's some uneven spawns, and I just like the layout in general. The structures are unique, and you know maybe you can argue that this map seems a little, how can I say it, just a little bit not diverse, but I mean it just feels complete to me. I mean maybe the creator can change some parts of the map by changing the spawns a bit, because I feel like some spawns aren't as equal, but the spawns are much better than all of the other spawn areas I've seen. So yeah, you don't want to favorize one spawn in front of another one, because that would just create unfair matchups, and basically the person who spawns in that really just buffed spawn area will win almost every single match. And yeah, basically I just like the map concept, and this is probably gonna make in the qualifiers. This one by Hypan Mind Games, and you know it's just that I just want to bring some of these map creators who got the map in game back, because they have a good amount of experience in their hands, and this map, it's quite unique. And you might be wondering, what are these red fences? These are rope fences. Basically they're water but breakable, that's what everyone says, but you can shoot across them, you can also break them, but you cannot travel across them. And a Daryl roll will not roll through, but a bull super can break these fences, and any other wall breakable super can break these fences. And yeah, so I just like the map layout in general. It's unique. I love the center. Um it's kind of risk a risk taker, and the sides, it's pretty balanced. I like that, it has some sort of long range brawler, and the spawns are also very nice. But you know I just kind of want to bring some of these old map making, how can I say this, old map makers back, because it's just that they create much better maps than a lot of other people. And yeah, I just said that I want to bring old map makers back. Basically this one by Last Shadow Spirits. Last got a takedown map in game. I'm not gonna say which one, because if you're in this Brawlcraft server for a while, you would know it. But basically this map, I love the center. It's not that congested towards the center, and I just love the map in general. I mean, the shapes, they're kind of weird, but they're also unique, and I just love the map in general. It's um you know it's great to look at, to be honest, and it's also it's got a really great pattern. Basically, if you're in this Broadcraft server, you would know the meme. Um, I'm not gonna explain it because you gotta join this server in order to figure out by yourself. But yeah, I I have less things to say, but this is a really good map. Okay, but I just want to cover this map because it's also, kind of has a pattern. It's unique as well. So Jose Owo, pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Silly stretches, and I I love the map in general. It has some figures in it, and if you look at the middle, it's not the best mid, as people can just camp, but if the map creator can fix its mid, it's okay. But also the water, it isn't that useful, so consider maybe removing some water, but otherwise the map feels really good. It's just that if the map creator can just remove the water on his map, it also works really fine. And yeah, so let's move on to the next map. This map by Ten Tien, Oasis. I mean, he's also another map creator that got a map in the game, but I I love the ring theme, the circle theme around the map, and yeah. So basically, I just love the map in general. It feels unique by itself. The center. These Y figures may have a problem in the center, but otherwise, I don't really see a problem in gameplay. It's a really good aesthetic map, but the gameplay, I'm just a bit worried about the mid. So basically, going through this really quick: waffles contest mode, terrifying journey, and I just love this map because, of course, there's a pattern, but it's not that the walls are really used well, and not sure about this pattern rope fence and these, but it's a unique pattern, and I enjoy it. And also the spawns are really good. This map has really good spawns. You want to locate the spawns equally, and yeah, so basically just can learn a lot of things from these kinds of maps. And yeah, let's move on to the next map. This map by Shikdos, more known as shadows, but arced arrows. I almost said raised arrows, but the map. This map feels really good by itself. The jump pads are kind of questionable, but I feel like they're used better than the other maps, because the other maps, you don't want to hear about them. It's just like if you jump on the jump pad, it will just launch you into another jump pad, and it will launch you to another jump pad. These kinds of jump pad maps, and um these jump pads are used more efficiently than others, and I feel like the spawns are also good. The center, I feel like the two people in the middle are gonna have a really good time. But that's just my opinion. But the map has a really unique pattern into it. I love water and these combination, and it's just a great map to look at in general. It's also really good. So this map by Vert Claudio also I feel like it's a very good map to look at. It's aesthetically good, but um those, you don't want to have like diagonal walls like these maps. Someone can explain that. And yeah, so basically the map, I just am a bit concerned about the middle, because the middle, like, people can camp. I know that there are a lot of other better showdown players than me, but a lot of middles, like, they just tend to camp around and they just won't budge to just move in until the last second, and I'm just convinced about that. But otherwise, the map just feels really good. I really like the ring around the center. And yeah, let's move on to the next map. So I just want to end the video with this map, because I just scrolled through a lot of submissions that are really poorly designed maps, and this is a really good map to top it off with. Basically, Balance Plateau. You guys may have, I use this name on my other map, as a joke map, but this map is a serious one. Basically, what I did is that I just designed the center as, a counter to those end games, really bad end games, like 8 people left on the field, and they just want to advance a bit and a bit until they're actually forced to. I just countered that with this. And also rope fences, they're used, they can attack around those walls. And basically, the outer side of the map, it feels a bit generalized, but it's also, unique in its own way. I just placed a lot of decorations, obstacles, in a way that, it forms a good amount of gameplay on the outside maps, as long as on the inside. And I just put more rope fences because I I just wanted to avoid camping, although there are a lot of camping spots on this map. I agree, but um basically I just want to make good camping spots go to an end. So basically rope fences, you can just shoot around here. And yeah, so in a way, we're gonna conclude with this map. And also, don't forget, guys, if you want more things like this, because this is the only video I'm gonna make about this, because the next map that we're gonna cover is that the next map video that we're gonna cover, it's probably going to be on the qualified maps. So we're gonna review all of the qualified maps. Probably gonna be like 60 of them, to be honest. If I'm gonna be honest, probably around 60. And I just love this map. It just counters the center. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, stay tuned for the next video. It's gonna be a casual one, but the next video is gonna be great. And I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.